When you look at a full-size SUV, you usually notice size first, but sometimes you notice intention before scale. That is exactly what happens with the 2026 Toyota Sequoia LS 400 edition. It doesn't try to overwhelm you instantly. Instead, presents itself with quiet authority. And before we go any further, if you follow premium SUVs, long-term ownership value, and real-world vehicle design, make sure you're subscribed. This channel focuses on detailed reviews that go beyond surface impressions and marketing language. The first impression of the Sequoia LS 400 is not excess, it's restraint. Yes, this is a large vehicle, but the scale feels deliberate. Nothing about it feels accidental. The proportions feel measured. The stance feels considered. And the design communicates purpose before personality. The front end sets the tone immediately, carries visual weight, but not in an aggressive way. There's no attempt to intimidate. Instead, projects control. The kind of control that comes from confidence rather than force. This is not a front end designed to dominate traffic visually. It's designed to lead calmly. One of the most defining features here is the matte exterior finish. This finish changes how the entire vehicle is perceived. Unlike traditional glossy paint, it does not chase reflections. It absorbs light. That single decision reshapes the entire personality of the Sequoia LS 400. The matte surface reduces visual noise. It allows the form to stand on its own. Lines become clearer. Surfaces feel more intentional. Instead of sparkle, you get substance. Instead of shine, you get seriousness. This finish also adds a sense of mass. The Sequoia feels heavier visually, more grounded, more planted. It looks like a vehicle that belongs on real roads, in real conditions, not just under showroom lighting. The front fascia itself is squared and structured. There's no effort to disguise the size, no softening of identity. The width across the front is immediately noticeable, and that width creates visual stability, communicates confidence. Before movement even begins, nothing feels narrow, nothing feels pinched. Every element feels stretched outward. This reinforces the idea that this SUV is designed to remain composed under real-world loads, whether that's passengers, cargo, or towing. What stands out most is how controlled the design feels. There are strong edges, defined surfaces, but they're restrained. There's no excessive detailing, no unnecessary textures. Fighting for attention, the design feels mature, resolved, as if the designers understood exactly where to stop. This restraint separates the Sequoia LS 400 from many competitors in this segment. Some SUVs rely on aggression to feel premium. Others rely on complexity. The Sequoia relies on balance. The lighting design follows the same philosophy, feels precise, functional, purpose-driven. The headlights sit cleanly within the fascia. They don't overreach visually. They don't try to impress through drama. At night, this front end wouldn't feel flashy. It wouldn't feel intimidating. Instead, it would feel alert, composed, aware, a quiet kind of dominance that doesn't need to announce itself. There is clearly Toyota design DNA here, but it feels elevated. This does not feel like a mass-market expression. It feels deliberate, focused, purpose-built. Blacked-out elements, dark wheels, and a muted color palette add to the seriousness, but they don't push the vehicle into luxury excess. The result feels premium, without being performative. From a reviewer's perspective, emotional response matters. And emotionally, the Sequoia LS 400 feels protective. It suggests reliability before speed, capability before performance numbers. It does not look like a vehicle that needs to prove itself. The stance plays a critical role here. The vehicle sits tall, but not awkwardly. There's no exaggerated lift, no artificial height designed purely for presence. The height feels natural, integrated, balanced within the proportions. This creates confidence. Without theatrics, the Sequoia doesn't perform for attention. It exists comfortably within its role. Interestingly, when placed in a dealership environment, surrounded by glass, polished floors, and controlled lighting, the Sequoia can feel almost out of place. And that's not a weakness, it's a strength. It looks like it belongs. In more demanding environments, rough roads, changing weather, long-distance travel, feels ready for use. Beyond presentation, this reinforces the idea that function drove the design, more than display. And for buyers in this segment, that distinction matters. Another strength of the front design is how it reveals itself over time. This isn't a vehicle that gives everything away immediately. The longer you observe it, the more sense it makes. The matte finish softens what could have been aggression, replacing it with patience, with confidence. From a design review standpoint, the message is clear. This Sequoia was not designed to blend in. It was designed to lead quietly, without noise, without unnecessary flair. And as we move further into the design, this philosophy continues, not just at the front, but throughout the entire vehicle. As you move toward the rear of the 2026 Toyota Sequoia LS 400 edition, the character shifts subtly. The authority established at the front doesn't disappear, it evolves. The rear doesn't try to redefine the vehicle, it reinforces its purpose. This is where the Sequoia stops introducing itself and starts confirming its role. The rear design feels assured, composed, complete. It doesn't ask for attention, it expects understanding. The mass at the rear is undeniable, but what's impressive is how disciplined that mass feels. The surfaces are clean, the transitions are controlled. Nothing feels inflated, just to appear larger. The vehicle looks grounded, as if it settles into the road, rather than hovering above it. The matte exterior finish continues to play a defining role here. By eliminating strong reflections, keeps the focus on form, on alignment, on proportion. The rear feels honest, functional, purpose-built. This is not a rear end, styled for attention. It's styled for responsibility. And that distinction matters. Rear lighting follows the same disciplined philosophy, seen at the front, sharp, purposeful, restrained. The lights are clearly visible when illuminated, but they don't become a spectacle. They communicate presence, not personality. This reinforces the Sequoia's identity as a vehicle designed for awareness, rather than display. At night, it wouldn't feel dramatic. It would feel dependable. The width of the rear is especially important to how the vehicle is perceived. There's no aggressive tapering, no attempt to visually shrink the vehicle. The Sequoia embraces its size, and that honesty creates confidence. From behind, the stance feels planted, stable, dependable. It suggests control under load, whether that load is passengers, cargo, or a trailer. Lower rear elements reinforce this grounded impression. The bumper design feels functional, appropriate. There's no attempt to borrow sports-oriented styling. That would feel out of place. Everything aligns with the vehicle's purpose. From an ownership perspective, the rear communicates reliability. This is the part of the vehicle associated with long journeys, family travel, daily responsibility. It feels designed for consistency, not excitement. Watching the Sequoia from behind in motion, it doesn't appear rushed. It doesn't feel reactive. It moves steadily, calmly, with confidence in its role. There's also a strong sense of completion at the rear. Nothing feels unresolved. Every element appears intentional, from placement to surface transitions. This matters because the rear is often the final impression a vehicle leaves, and Toyota clearly treated that with importance. even when parked. Among other large SUVs, the rear of the Sequoia LS 400 maintains a distinct presence, not through contrast, not through exaggeration, but through calm confidence. Feels heavier, more composed, more purposeful than much of what surrounds it. When the Sequoia moves away, the rear remains memorable, not because of drama, but because of consistency. It feels trustworthy, durable, like a vehicle designed to perform over time, not impress briefly. From a review standpoint, the rear confirms everything suggested by the front. Strength without noise, confidence without ego. A full-size SUV, built for real-world demands, not showroom theatrics. Beyond design and presence, the Sequoia LS 400 communicates its priorities through balance. Everything about the exterior suggests long-term usability rather than short-term impact. This is important because in this segment, vehicles are judged not only on how they look when new, but on how well they age, how they maintain relevance, how they hold value over time. The Sequoia feels designed with that long-term perspective. From a luxury review standpoint, restraint is one of its strongest qualities. Many competitors express premium status through excess, more detailing, more lighting, more visual noise. The LS 400 takes a different approach. Its luxury is expressed through control. The matte finish removes distraction. The proportions remain honest. The surfaces stay clean. This creates confidence without constant attention. The consistency between front and rear design is also worth highlighting. There's no disconnect, no change in philosophy. The width at the front is mirrored at the back. The lighting approach remains controlled. The overall identity stays cohesive. This gives the Sequoia a composed presence, rather than a segmented one. Feels like a complete product, not a collection of separate design ideas. From a practical standpoint, the exterior design supports real-world expectations. The wide stance suggests stability during highway driving, during towing, during long-distance travel. The height feels appropriate, provides visibility without becoming cumbersome. The squared proportions hint at interior space, cargo usability, and functional packaging. These are qualities that matter deeply to buyers in this category. The LS 400 edition also projects durability visually. It doesn't look fragile. It doesn't look overly polished. Instead, it appears capable of handling wear, weather, demanding use. That visual durability plays a major role in perceived value, especially for buyers planning long-term ownership. In dealership environments where lighting is controlled and surroundings are curated, the Sequoia still stands apart. Not through brightness, not through contrast, but through calm authority. It doesn't compete for attention. It earns it, and that distinction reflects confidence in the product, rather than reliance on presentation. When viewed in motion, the design philosophy becomes even clearer. The Sequoia does not feel strained. It does not feel hurried. Its proportions support steady movement, confident progress. From behind, communicates consistency, not speed. This reinforces the idea that it's built for sustained performance, not quick impressions. The rear design, in particular, acts as a functional anchor, responsible for stability, for carrying weight, for completing long journeys. That sense of responsibility is visible in how the rear is shaped, how it's finished. Nothing feels decorative. Everything feels considered. Another important aspect is how the Sequoia LS 400 positions itself within the Toyota lineup. It clearly carries Toyota DNA, but it feels intentionally elevated. This does not feel like a scaled-up mainstream model. It feels like a product designed to sit at the top, without excessive luxury cues. This approach may appeal strongly to buyers who value premium quality, but prefer subtlety over branding. refinement without flash, capability without aggression, premium without being performative. These qualities align well with buyers who prioritize substance over image. From a long-term ownership perspective, this design strategy supports longevity. Vehicles built on trends often age quickly. The LS400 avoids that by focusing on fundamentals, balanced proportions, restrained detailing, controlled surfaces. These are less likely to feel outdated over time. There is also a sense of trust embedded in the design. Trust in consistent performance, trust in relevance, trust that the vehicle won't feel overstated years later. That kind of trust is difficult to design, but easy to recognize once it's present. In traffic, the Sequoia would command respect without intimidation. Other drivers would register its presence without feeling threatened. That balance improves everyday usability, especially in urban environments. From the rear view specifically, the Sequoia communicates closure. It looks complete, resolved, purposeful. As it moves away, it maintains a composed identity. No dramatic lighting effects. No exagerati motionques. Just consistency. Taken as a whole, the 2026 Toyota Sequoia LS 400 edition presents clarity of purpose. It doesn't attempt to redefine the segment through extreme styling. It refines it through balance, through control, through confidence. For buyers seeking a luxury-oriented full-size SUV that prioritizes presence, durability, and long-term usability, the LS400 makes a strong case. Premium without excess, commanding without aggression, built for real use, not just showroom appeal. If you value vehicles, evaluated on real-world quality, long-term value, and practical luxury, make sure you stay connected. This channel focuses on automotive reviews that help you understand what truly sets vehicles apart. The 2026 Toyota Sequoia LS 400 edition ultimately delivers on what its design promises.